Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I've been a trader and technical analyst for the past 8 years. I'm going to go over the indices, some commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. Let's make my face a little bit smaller. What happened today? Let's discuss amongst ourselves. So QQQ closed with a daily inside bar. To me, that's the biggest story of the day. QQQ closed completely inside Friday's range. Okay, why did QQQ close inside? Because semis did. Semis did, NVIDIA did, and SMCI did. We discussed in pregame why we had a high probability for NVIDIA and SMCI to have inside days because they were opening up right in the middle of their very large ranges from Friday. So odds favored that, and when you have inside days, typically volume goes down and it gets a little bit choppier, and we saw that happen today. So SPY did not come out as clean. We did break Friday's low. However, no major damage done. Structure still intact for this chart. No big damage done, but more consolidation could come tomorrow. Let's go look at the events. We have core durable goods tomorrow, 3-star events, and CB, consumer confidence. We have GDP on Thursday, it was Wednesday, excuse me. Yep, GDP on Wednesday. Then Thursday we have PCE. So we do have some big data coming, and we do have a lot of earnings that are coming out as well. And I'd like to stop here and just mention that we have a giveaway, and the link will be down in the bottom of this YouTube description. You can sign up to win a monthly membership. We'll be giving away 3 1-month access passes so you can check out the chart, guys. And speaking of checking out the chart, guys, tomorrow we have an open house, and I should have had that pulled up. So we'll have the link in the YouTube description as well. We have an open house at 8:30. So I'll go live with the pregame, and then I'll transition right into my morning live stream that I do for members only. And we open this once a month to the public for free. So check that out. And then also, finally, we have a new cannabis hub. So if you go check out Chart Guys, click on resources, then cannabis hub, you're going to find all things cannabis related as it relates to trading. We want to be a resource for you when it comes to MJ, because we are one of the top MJ trading rooms in the world. Yeah, in the world. All right, so let's get back to charts. So we had SPY breaking Friday's low. Again, no major harm done. We only closed down 0.37. QQQ closed pretty flat with that daily inside bar. We had RTY that really came on strong. It heard me talking about it in pregame and wanted to prove me wrong. However, a daily low or high is still the more likely scenario here. A daily low or high compared to 2071, where that gets put in, we don't know. So RTY really put on the jets today. However, a daily low or high is the more likely scenario. Let's see if bulls can prove me wrong. Dow closed the potential daily bull flag. No major harm done. VIX did not break. Yeah, it closed with a daily inside bar. It was unable to break the low of Friday, 1364. But it was green this morning, and it came down pretty hard. So that's good for the market. The VIX came down pretty hard. And speaking of good for the market, this isn't always inverse, but I like to watch the dollar. The dollar's in a 4-hour downtrend. We're in a daily downtrend, and that increases the chances that monthly lower high is now set on the dollar. That monthly lower high is most likely set because we're in a daily downtrend. So I'm looking for more incoming consolidation on the dollar. Looking at Bitcoin, it had a stellar day. This is what bull dreams are made of. We made a higher high. On the daily, on the weekly, we have a new 52-week high. It couldn't have closed any better. This day just went textbook for Bitcoin bulls. Really beautiful day. And then Dan is noticing inverse correlation between marijuana names and crypto names, and he's going to go over that in tomorrow's live stream video. All right, so XLF did a peak above and fell. It broke Friday's high and then promptly went under and then closed near the low of day. This could be a temporary top in finance and the banks, and that's expected. They have been running so hard. Everybody should get a break here and there. And same thing with XLV. We broke the low of Friday and closed pretty weak. Gold had an opportunity today to run with dollar weakness. It did not take advantage of that. It is bouncing now, however, and making enough room for a hourly higher low. Yeah, we're making enough room for that. Oil had a great bounce today. We are in a daily downtrend, and 4 hour we are looking for a lower high, but on the next pullback a higher low is expected due to the size of that bounce. So kudos oil bulls for that recovery. Apple is awful, continues to just break down every day in, day out. One of the few tech names that broke the low of Friday. QQQ held the low of Friday. Apple did not. This does not bode well for Apple. If QQQ were to see some real consolidation coming in, Apple could fall apart. So we lost the daily 200 MA today, and we're looking down at 180. Someone just has the heavy sell button on Apple. Google, super weak. So Google did not have good earnings, or they weren't perceived to be good. And so they are really catching the consequences of that. They broke down, lost daily support. RSI on the hourly chart is 17. So they're down 4.44% when QQQ closed flat. What does that mean for Google if QQQ opens red tomorrow? That would not bode well for Apple and Google with all of their weakness. And Microsoft didn't do, well, it didn't do as bad as Google, but it was more kin to Apple action, and it broke the low of Fridays. It was weak. We had Tesla with relative strength, broke the high of Friday, and closed with a potential hourly bull flag. It looks good. Bulls are trying to get their bounce on here. And this morning, during the pregame and the live stream, I talked about LMND. My husband oddly brought it up this weekend. He doesn't look at charts. He's like, can you look at that name for me? Like, it looks wonderful. It's a wonderful squeeze. And I brought it up this morning. They do have earnings tomorrow after hours, I believe, but please confirm that. So they had a great day. And my Queen of the Mountain pick was Sound, S-O-U-N. You see that high compression squeeze there in that tight range? They get no prettier than this. I gushed about this chart this morning in pregame and on my live stream with TCG members, and we set the alerts at $4 and $3.68 for the break. We got the alert that the $4 level broke, and I entered. It was a beautiful trade. Got a lot of members that got this. It was unbelievable. Honestly, I did not expect that kind of follow through. I expected explosive because of the squeeze, but that was more than I expected. Snow is a Queen of the Mountain name, and it had a great performance here with a 5-minute EQ and pop, and then it gave most of it back. But this early on, this is such clean action. When you see this in a bullish chart, you can position yourself bullish within that and look for the break. These type of setups are just so clean to look for. We discussed that semis closed with an inside day, pretty flat. Actually, it closed green. ARM had a wonderful day. We traded that this morning in the live stream. I put on some calls for 970 and I sold them at 1380, and I sold a few at different points. So that was a very successful trade. We also traded Amazon, and that did not make money. So again, open house tomorrow, and I'll be showing you what I do. I'll be doing what I do for members every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Denzi and Lamont do it on Thursday, Friday. I'll be showing you tomorrow for free. Check it out in the comments on this YouTube description. NVIDIA closed green. It had that huge range on Friday, and the odds that we stayed inside that range were pretty high, and we did. SMCI stayed inside Friday's range. MSOS completely inverse to Bitcoin. Bitcoin had an up 5% day. MSOS had a down 4.68% day. That daily high is now set. Now we're looking for a higher low relative to 862. And TCNNF, that daily high is likely set. And now we're looking for a daily higher low compared to 803. All right, I think that's it for the market recap. I had a lot of homework, things to show you. Give me a follow on X at Chargal Lori, and thank you for joining me, TCGers. I'll see you in the room. And if you're not a TCGer, I'll see you tomorrow for the pregame and open house.